I hope Matt does a lot better than me on my exam. Dorcas. I got in there after 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, I did not prepare. They tell you to study 250 hours. I did about 20. I was like, I am not ready for this. So hopefully he prepared for whatever test he's taking. All right. Hey, everybody. My apologies. I swear. On days like this where I got nothing to do, I just wallered in the bed. But it was really good because I had some like meetings with some dead relatives of mine, which was really good. My Uncle Pete that passed away, he was in my dream. And it was just awesome. I was sitting there going, Uncle Pete, I can't believe we're here talking. And Uncle Pete's been dead since 2012, I guess. So it's kind of cool. And then my Aunt Sis was there. And I got to talk to her, and I'm like, oh, wow. That's my Aunt Sis. I hadn't talked. I was like, I forgot what your voice sounded like. And it was really cool. So that's why I was still walking in the bed because I was having these great dreams. And then Beth says, Bobby, it's time for your session. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I rolled out and got me a honey bun and a Diet Coke. So here we go. Y'all, the market should be down a lot more than it is. Look at that. The AD is negative 255. And it's down 0.10%. Down 4.75. Are you kidding me? Look at this AD. Is that right? Negative? Wow. If I was a betting man, and I am, I would bet we got further to go down here. That's what I would guess. But let's see. We're above VWAP. We're above the overnight low. We're above our 15-minute range. We're in our 15-minute range. We're below the pivot point. We're below the cash open. We're below the top range of our 15-minute opening. We're below the hourly mid. And then we're below the overnight high. Isn't that cool? So if I were a betting man, we've got more resistance than we do support. And especially with a negative 259, I'd be like, sell, sell, sell. It looks like the alligator might be turning over. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. All right, so let's go to our volume profile. Mm-hmm. Can't believe that's the first time I dream about Uncle Pete a lot. That's the first time I've ever dreamed about my Aunt Sis. That was really cool. All right, so what's our ESC? No surprise, we're having interaction on the 80% line there. So we are still overbought, which would confirm what I just said, that we would expect a pullback into the fair value zone, perhaps going here to the point of control. When's it going to happen? I don't know. So what am I? I am bearish here. This shows that I'm a little bit bearish, right? Let's see what our NQ looks like since we are in the TQQ. Did y'all enjoy that video yesterday? I mean, that just got me pumped up. Ken, I don't know if you got to see I noticed you got out for a while, but I was really excited about it. I think it confirms what we're doing. So here we're overbought, expecting to pull back maybe to here. This looks much stronger, doesn't it? Looks much stronger than the ES. And in fact, we're up today. All right. I like it. Now let's go to Mr. Screwdriver. Mr. Screwdriver is at 5.2. 5.2 is 49. Get my glasses off. Yeah, about 49. That's what it changed. Yeah, 49.15. So we'll go 49. So what does that mean? Still means we're hanging outside of the normal zone, doesn't it? Today is 11/17, 21. All right, so here we are. Right, we're hanging out here. We would expect a reversion back to the 25-35, but it hadn't happened yet, baby. It has not happened yet. In fact, last 2 days we're headed, this way. So that's kind of neutral to bullish for me. That's what I'm thinking. Neutral to bullish on the Screwdriver. So now we've got our market assumptions. Then we go to our little thing and it says do nothing. Okay. And had we done nothing, we would be up $9,303, which tells me that all the options trades that we've done have brought us down, baby. Because we would be up $9,300 had we done nothing but just follow the Lacello. Who knows? Who knows? We're still doing good. All right, so let's go over here. And now let's see what we want to do. Let's go over here. I think y'all are going to like what we're going to do today because this is going to be cool. We've never done this before. It's still part of the plan. I'm not changing the plan. I told you, the plan is a plan. So we're up $344 on the day. $81.99 on the open. P&L year to date, $10,883. Our theta is nice, baby. Look at that theta. Our vega is negative, but it's not overly negative. It's very manageable. And with having the TQs, of course, we are positive deltas. Okay, Bob. So what are we going to do today? Now, here's what we're going to do today. So this is an interesting day, right? Because NASDAQ is up, okay? But we sell we do our little 111 trades in ES. And ES is down 0.13%. Now, we can't time the market. I'm thinking that for the rest of the day, we're probably going back into here before the day's in, right? Who knows? It could easily go up. So if you want to wait on doing your 111 trade, so yeah, NASDAQ's up, but ES is down. So ES down, what's the rule? That's when we can put on new ES, our new micro 111 trades. So let's do that. What do you see? Yeah, video was awesome. I thought it was, man. I just, it's one of those things. It's hard to sleep. I say it's hard to sleep, but I sleep to noon today, so I slept like a baby. Let's see, what am I doing? So let's go to Tastyworks, and let's do us a 111 trade. Now you're going to like what we're going to do though, because we're going to do a little bit different. So we'll go to the micros, we'll go to trade, we'll go to the table, and when I first started with Doe and what they had here, I used to put on my trades here in the curve. I never thought I'd be a table guy, but I'm a table guy. That's where I go now. So we're going to go to closest to 45 days. There we go. We've got a 44 day. And what do? We do a long put vertical in the micros. We're going to make, unbelievable. There we go. So we're going to make this 50 points wide. And then we want to move it down to where instead of paying $17 for it, we want to pay $10 for that. Let's go out. Let's move her on down. Move her on down, little pal. Come on, little baby. 13.75. Now here's where it sticks. I can't stand it sticking. I see that. That's $12, and it sticks. Dang it! Don't stick. Stick. See, it sticks again. Dang it! That's 10.75. So stuck again. Oh yeah, so maybe right there. Right? Let's go down one more, see what it does. 9.75. That's probably it right there. 9.75. So let's do two contracts. So about 9.75. So we'll review and send. We'll send that off. It's working. See, that's why I knew we're gonna have to pop it up to 10. Not gonna get filled there. So replace order. Let's go to $10. And we should get filled. Ta-da! Now what do? Well, we got to pay for it. If we're going to buy something, let's pay for it by selling an option that we can get $20 for. So that'll be this $42.60. Let's increase the contracts to 2. And there she goes. Ta-da! All right, now here's the different part that I want to do today. All right, this is kind of cool. Ken, you're gonna like this. I was thinking about this while I was wallering in the bed. So let's go back and say curve. Let's do analysis. Curve analysis there. Go like this. So let's see all of our little army of, oh man, is that beautiful? Oh my gosh, look, unbelievable. What a profit zone that is. Wonderful. Let me do this though. I think it's not showing all my stuff. Now here we go. Here you go, Bob. Here you go, Bobby, old pal. Let's look at our fortress that we built here. Good old profit hunt there. Camel. All right, so what I thought we'd do, since we got this enormous profit hump and we put one on today, how about this? You remember the Karate Kid wax on, wax off? You remember that? So why don't we take off some of the risk? As we're putting on a new one, right? With new risk. Why don't we take one of these off, our short puts? Check this out. So we close that. See what we close that one down for. 32 cents. Let's see what I'm saying. Y'all with me? 30 cents. 35 cents. I didn't know I could close that for 35 cents. I thought it would reject the, I thought I got either by a quarter or 50 cents. Hold on a second. Let's see what we're going to do. So we're going to, if I'm closing a short, that means I got to pay. Let's see what I did fill, didn't it? All right. So I hope you see what I did. So, you know, I'm putting new risk on today, but putting a new trade on. How cool is it to say, well, you know what? Let's take one of those little shorts off while we're putting on a new one. Because I paid, let me do my little drawing. So this is cool, right? Y'all think about it. So if I pay $10, oh, man, what's wrong with you? QB on. Maybe a little stuff. Working area. Let's see. Not that one. This one. There we go. Now, this should work. All right. So if we, y'all think about it, we paid $10 to put on the debit spread, right? We paid $10, but then we receive a $20 credit for selling the naked component of the 111 trade. So then if I can close that for 30 cents, so I paid 30, right? So that means that I got 20 minus 10. So I got a $20 credit minus 10. That means I got a $10 credit. Minus 30 means I got a $9.70 credit, right? For the whole trade. Make sure my mind's going right. Y'all with me on that? So now I close that. I've got no risk on. So I totally paid for my $10 debit spread. Hope that's making sense. In other words, if I get a $20 credit for the whole trade and I take the profit out of that 20. Well, no, I got more than that. Then I got 17. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I hope everybody's with me. Maybe my mind's not working today. But basically, now I've got the debit spread on. That's making my little thing much stronger. My little hedge to the downside so much stronger. So let's see if we go back to analysis again. I said we go to analysis again. So by dropping that risk on the downside, I've made my entire little mountain much stronger. Everybody see that little profit mountain here? Profit mountain just got stronger when I close the risk off of that trade. So right now, what does that say? The peak of that is profit and loss of $5,125. So do we want price to go down? Well, sure we do. Come up over here and we'll, make $5,109. So let's see what this one's going for. So if we said close this one, close that, what's that one going for? That's going for 40 cents. So maybe we, if we put another one on tomorrow, maybe this one will be, down to 35, 30 cents as it decays. And then we close it the next time we put another one on. I just like that. I think that's really, really, really smart. So you put new risk on by putting a new trade on, and then you take a little risk off here, but you leave your little debit spread on, which will help us to the downside. Everybody with me on that? I think that's really cool. All right, so let's go into our other account and let's do the same thing. Now, I guess it's good that we're doing two accounts because you got to see this over and over. So let's see, this is the 45, my eyes are going 45.80, 45.30, 45.80, 45.30. So let's go over here, trade 45.80, 45.30. So we go closest to, there we go, 44 days. 80, 40. Come on, baby. Come on, sweetie baby. 45, 80, 45. So there's a 45, 80. So we're going to buy that one. All right. Hold your control key down. And we're going to sell the 45, 30. And then we're going to go grab us one that we can sell for 20. You can do it as a full order over here, 42.50. Sell that one. And over here, I've been doing one extra contract for some reason. I don't know why. And a 10.25 credit. I bet we'll get a 10.20 $10 credit. Let's try that. See if we can fill it first time. There we go. So I think we'll call this what? The 111 27th or so. We've got a ton of 111s and they're all doing good. So let's go and we'll call this the 111. Here's 26. 111 27. Right click, move to group, add a group, 111 27. There she goes. All right, now, so we can do the same thing over here, right? So we'll look at this. It's kind of easy to do it over here too. Here's how we do it. So check this out. We've got MES trades. We've got something expiring in 2 days. You know, that's the thing though. I'm like, oh, we're going to take these off. Look, you see all these shorts right here. Look, I can close that for 5 cents. But the problem is, why would I close that? It's got 2 days. And look at the probability of being in the money, 0.07, 0.84, 0.07. So I got all these shorts that are, here's one that, you know, it's 0.27% that I could close for a nickel. But I'm almost like, why pay the commission on closing those? I'm just gonna let those go, I think. Here's one for dime. And then it looks like we're, what the heck is this? Try and start remembering what we got down here. And that looks like a bunch of 111 trades, right? I'm not sure I'm gonna close anything there to take risk off. What else we got? So we've got risk at 13 days. Let's see what these are going for. These little puppies are going for. Where's my risk at? Wow, look how far out of the money they are. You know, and that's the thing, y'all. You got to say, if you need to free up buying power, you can close one of these, right? You can buy that back for 40 cents. Buy that one back for 40 cents. But then you got to look, you know, here's the thing. You got to look and say, what's the probability of that one, you know, ever getting in the money? It's not a lot. And even if the market does kind of pummel down, these are not going to respond that quickly. I still got time to close them profitably. So I'm not sure I'm going to do it over here. Let me just let everything fly. Let's see what else we got here. 13. We got something in the 30 days on. Sadie. What do you do, girl? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I love my dogs. Love my cats. My ducks. My pigs. My mini donkeys. You know, we definitely wouldn't close that for $5. That one hadn't matured yet. So, you know, I'm talking myself out of it, but I think we've got an option there, right? If you sit there and say, hey, I want to take off risk when I'm putting on a new one, then you certainly can do it. Easy way to do it. So I showed it in the other camp, but then I taught myself out of it over here. I don't think I want to. So let's see what our Greeks are. This 203, y'all. My Boy Scout troop number, 203, best darn troop you ever see. That's my number. 203 is my delta. My theta is just great. Now, why is my theta great? Remember, it hadn't been being that great. I think because I've got expiring options, and the closer they get to the money, the theta really kicks in. So my Vega is, negative 115. Oh, and I didn't show you this yesterday too. After we got out, I did close my calendar trades. Remember the calendar trades that I had in SPY? They all lost money. They all lost, but they were there to prop up my Vega, right? So am I going to do one today? Probably not, because let's see what VIX is doing today. Should we do our VIX trade? Should we do a calendar to help neutralize? And VIX is up a little bit today. Let's look at the chart on VIX. VIX is still hovering down, toward the bottom. So, you could do your VIX hedge today if you wanted to. I would probably not. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off a little bit. Let's see. Trade table. Let's see. We normally put those on at about 120. You see, I don't have any at 120 yet. I think I'm going to wait. Especially the thing that I've got to do is check let's see how our hedge is doing. It is. It's like clockwork now, right? We just know what to do every day. Isn't that beautiful? God, isn't that beautiful? So let's do vol steps. 15%. Single symbol, high simulations. Here we go. We're up $94,000. Beautiful. All right, let's look at our entire portfolio. We're probably going to be down a little bit. Yeah, down a little bit. Now $10,000 on a 20% move down. Problem is, do I think we're getting a 20% move down? Do I need to bump my hedge up? If I need to bump this hedge up, what could I do? I could put in my VIX hedge, which would help some. So, should I? Maybe, but I think I'm good. My portfolio would survive a 20% down move. I'd have opportunities to make some changes on the way down. So I think I'm good. I don't think there's anything that I need to do there. We bumped it up a little bit yesterday by putting in an MES Black Swan hedge, one of those tiny ones. But I'm not sure that I need to do anything. My overall hedge is doing good, right? Up $100,000 on itself. So I think we're good. I think we're really good there. All right. So what else I got today? I think this is kind of good. You sit there and go, it's kind of slower than what we would normally do, right? Doing the daily trades and doing all this and everything. I just kind of like this. This is kind of just, it just kind of works over time, right? You're up $300 on the day. You're not really doing a lot. You're just putting your 111s in. You see what's carrying the thing. Look at this, y'all. It's a competition between the TQs and the micros on what our most profitable trades of the year are. I mean, we've made $6,000 in the micros. We've made 6,600 in the TQs. I mean, this is the gold here. This is the gold. This is the hedge, and we expect it to be a slight drawdown when we don't need it. That's why we've got it there. And we expect the VIX hedge to be a slight drawdown as well. Now, I know we hate this, right? We hate seeing $1,100 and $1,600, in losses. We hate that. We don't like that. But keep in mind, this is what allows us to do this. We don't feel as confident doing this if we can't do this. So if you're up 13,000 on these two things, do you really care that you're down 3,000 here? No, because you're still up 10,000. And then we've got our sweet little TMF, which is better than cash so far, adding a little bit too. So we've got a very comprehensive, complete, thought out strategy. And it was like I was talking to someone yesterday, choosing the short, closing the short and keeping the spread on is very cool. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah, Mitch, right? Because let's see what that looks like. Let's watch that. Let's go to the inlights tab. Let's go to one. expression. I hope y'all are getting comfortable in the Analyze tab. Why did I start using the Analyze tab? Y'all know my love for Karen the Super Trader. I love the old gal. By the way, I think I've got her phone number. I think I'm gonna call her. I've been saying this for some time. I think I'm gonna call Karen. I'm just gonna say, look, Karen. Can you imagine if we had Karen the Super Trader in our group? I would just like. All right, so let's go. Let's go back over here. I'm gonna show y'all. This is really cool. Let's see what that looks like. So show groups. And when you show groups over here, the cool thing is on the Analyze tab, now you can look at your groups, right? So you go single symbol. Let's look at one of ours. Let's look at the 111, one of our early ones, 111, 14. There she is. All right, y'all see that, right? Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, y'all look at this. Money, 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 money. I make $161. I don't care what happens up here. I make $161. I don't care what happens back here. Look at all that. And then the closer we get to expiration, so the closer we get to expiration, there we go. Then I've got this enormous profit hump that could make me $900 and something, right? All right, now watch this, y'all. This is cool, right? What does it look like if you harvest? What does it look like if you harvest? Well, here's the short that we would harvest. Now watch this. Y'all watch this. Isn't this pretty? Let's harvest. Ta-da! Look at that. So now you're saying, hey, market crash. Because now I'm gonna make $600. Let's put it back and see what it looked like. That's what it looks like now, right? Profit, 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 profit. This trade is profit. So we harvest, and that's the little risk graph you got. Look at that. You're going, oh man, tank, tank, baby, tank. All right, so what I'm gonna do this. What I'm gonna do single symbol. We do all groups. All behave. Let's see what we can do here. All behave. One expiration. I need 4 expirations. I don't know how many we got. And 4 expirations. All. There. All right, you'll see that. So here's what we got right now, right? Y'all see how pretty that is? This is all of our stuff together. Upwards of $6,400 of profit. If we go down, look what happens when we go up. Y'all, we got, $3,000 profit if we all keep going up, even if it goes down. And then if it goes down, we really get into profits. What about if we were to harvest every one of these things? Let's see if we can do that. So it's hard to tell which one's which. So well, we know it's these right here, right? We know it's these. Well, we got a little black swan hedgy stuff in here too. It's hard for me to tell which ones would be that. I was going to try to take out all of the shorts, but that may be a little difficult. Let's take out another one. Let's go 111/25th, which is one that we've recently put on. Let's see what it looks like. Expiration. She is. So one expiration. See how sweet that is. $903 profit, 153 to the positive side. And what happens if you harvest? Then it becomes that beautiful, beautiful little structure that gives us total downside protection. Look at that. That's sweet. So, if our assumption was, oh, we're going to get a big drop in the market. So if we come back to the screwdriver, we'll close the screwdriver. Say the screwdriver was 10 today. Then I would be, oh, Katie barred the door. We're going to start closing those shorts. We're going to prepare for the big, humongous drop. And we're going to start harvesting these things. But as of today, in this account, I don't think I need to. So the cool thing is you can run everything by your groups, right? It's a forest first mentality. So someone was asking me yesterday, I think this is a good indication. They were saying, hey, Bob, tell me about the 111 trade. I'm interested in the 111 trade. And I basically told them this. I said, well, that's okay to be interested in the 111 trade. But if that's the only trade that you're interested in, it's kind of like coming to me and say, hey, Bob, let's build us. I got all these parts and let's build us a Harley Davidson motorcycle. and you come in and say, let's do the 1-1-1. So the 1-1-1 trade is the handlebars. Okay, that's the handlebars to the overall strategy. So we could do the 1-1-1 trade, but all you're going to have is the handlebars. So to do the 1-1-1 strategy and to do it confidently, you need some hedges. So we've got the VIX hedge and the VIX hedge, which is a piston. And then you've got, the VIX hedge, the Black Swan hedge is I don't know, carburetor. I'm not good on engines. I guess motorcycles have carburetors. I don't even know what a carburetor is. So you go, that's the carburetor. So you start putting it all together and you put all these pieces together, right? Everything in tandem is a strategy. So this is just a part of the strategy. TQs is just a part of the strategy. Black Swan hedge is a part, VIX hedge is a part, TMF is a part. So we've got an overall comprehensive strategy to extract profits out of the market. So that's what we're doing. There's no secret to what we're doing. No secret at all. And I've told you, there's a lot of times I'll go, hey, Bob, you probably should be telling everybody this. I do fight that sometimes. And I think that's human nature when we go, why are we sharing this? I mean, we've worked hard since 2012, developing a strategy. And then you got it optimized. Why the crap do we share it? We probably need to, huddle around and do it. But I've told you before, you can publish this in the Wall Street Journal. And, the number of people that are going to do it is very, very low. Very, very low. So I hope y'all understand, if you're just doing the 1-1-1 strategy, that's a great strategy. But you only got the handlebars of the whole deal. You don't have the whole Harley, the whole hog. So we want the whole hog. And the whole hog is very comprehensive. So we've tried to think about what gives us money in a bull market, our TQQs, right? That gives us raging profits in a bull market. Okay, Bob, what are you going to do when there's a bear market? We're going to get out of the TQQs. How do you know if you're getting out of the TQQs? Well, when it's below the 200 simple moving average, 200-day simple moving average, or the 10-month simple moving average, then we're going to switch off. We're going to get out of it. However, we're going to trick our spreadsheet, and we're not going to tell our spreadsheet that we're out of TQs. Well, why would you do that, you idiot? Well, because we want the algorithm to tell us to buy and accumulate additional shares on the way down. So we're going to let the algo work for us, and we're going to trick it into saying, hey, we're still fully invested. So there's you coming in at this point, there should never, but you should have known. Let's put it up where you guys are. You should have known. And maybe there's our group seems to be getting bigger and bigger, right? But most of you are here each and every day. So you should have known today, hey, the E-minis are down. What are we going to do today? You should have known. We're going to do a 1-1-1 trade. That's what we do on a down day. All right, what do you do on up days? Well, on up days, we don't do as much, but if we needed a full tranche of the Black Swan hedge, by checking your Analyze tab that you put it on an up day. You know that. So then you go, I know on up days that if I need help with my Vega, that I can do a calendar trade. So at some point, I want y'all to come in and go, I know exactly what to do. Because what if I get hit by a vulture outside? Because we've got buzzards in the town about. When we lived in the city limits, I was going to run for mayor, and I came up with a 12-point platform, and we were going to have, how you have the peach drop and the New Year's Eve drop. We were going to have a buzzard drop, and I was going to kill a buzzard and have him stuffed, and like with his little wings out. We were going to have a buzzard drop here in Bowden because they're all over the place. And the weird thing is, now this is really weird, they hover over the Rainwater Funeral Home. Now you think that ain't freaky? I promise, if I was to go by Rainwater Funeral Home on Highway 100 right now, there'd be like 27 buzzards out there, and it's really freaky. So I was going to go shoot one of them, and we were going to drop him, have him stuffed by Bud Jones over in Tallapoosa. We're going to drop him on New Year's Day. So that got great response. And then, dang it, I found this house out of the city limits on a farm, and I'm not in the city limits anymore. However, the council people want me to get back in the city limits so that maybe I could run for mayor and we could do the buzzer drop. What was I telling y'all that for? What were we talking about? What was I talking about buzzers for? Anyway, I want you to be able to come in. Oh yeah, if I get killed by a buzzard. So if I get killed by a buzzard, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to be able to do this, right? Oh, I love WKRP in Cincinnati. I love that. Oh yeah, the buzzer drop. Which was actually based on a true story that happened in Atlanta. Matter of fact, y'all don't believe this, but Bud Jones worked at Quixie or Dixie. Not Bud Jones. What's his name? Red Jones. He's in the Georgia Radio Hall of Fame. And when he retired, I took his place on the morning show at the radio station. So I love radio. Radio's my thing. Beth's ready to let me get back into it, aren't you, honey? She said, oh, heck to the no. She hates it. She hates radio. She said she'd move out. So anyway, so if something happens to me and you've got the spreadsheet, there's nothing else you need to do. You've got the spreadsheet, you've got the knowledge, you know how to do this. You can be able to do this. So that's what, if you're kind of new to the game and you're not there yet, you'll be there in no time. That's what our hope is, that you'll go, okay, this is pretty self-explanatory. We do the cues, we let the algorithm tell us what to do. We do the 1-1-1, we do the Black Swan hedge, VIX hedge, we do some calendars, and we add some TMF in there to because it's better than holding cash over the long term. So you'll be able to do this. Our questions. Questions. Nobody? All right. If not, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all